Oh my god, this is a shit show every time.
Oh, we're such a fucking shit show. Who gave us this? And I'm caffeinated. I have a nitro cold brew. Like, I should be firing on all cylinders,
You're
but I'm
fully
I'm
caffeinated
not.
right now.
I'm even drinking green tea. I'm trying to get extra caffeinated. Like, this is not okay. I just realized we're already recording.
I mean, I edit like the majority of the beginning stuff out, so 95
Thank,
of what you said is not going to be useful.
thank God. Oh my God. Okay. Well. Oh, it's fine. How was your holiday?
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas. Hey, y'all. We're on the other side of Thanksgiving. By
We
the
are
time
on
this
the other
comes
side.
out, I think it's going to be past Christmas.
Yeah, let's actually, I'm gonna do the math real quick.
Let's do the
So,
math. I think it's going to be New Year's by the time this comes out.
next,
Because next week
next
is
Thursday is,
Vampire Cat
Vampire
Part
Academy
2.
Part 2. Then Christmas we're off. So then January 1st, yeah, New Year's. It'll be New Year's Day that this gets posted.
Happy
So
New
Happy New
Year!
Year!
I don't have an air
Jinx.
horn sound, but there we go. Happy New Year. And the happy Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, all the things.
Yule. Happy Yule.
Happy Yule, happy day, happy making it through this dumpster fire of a year. Let's buckle in for another one.
Let's go 2026.
Let's see what it brings. Hopefully, it brings a Stanley Cup to the Avalanche. They are currently playing right now. That's why I'm slightly distracted.
Hell yeah.
They are up. So they're playing against the Philadelphia Flyers right now. It's 3-2. Don't become a hockey fan because you end up you get real stressed for no reason.
Well, they lost their first game in out of 25 games 3 days ago, and you about cried.
I did about cry. I was in a
And then
foul mood for the rest of the day at work.
and then yesterday you texted me, if they don't win ISTG, and freaking it was 2-2 overtime. So they've been putting you through it this week.
Oh my! I've lost years off of my life.
The gray hairs are starting to show.
Girl, it's not even funny. They've been putting me through the ringer, and it's which is good because they were playing good. The game that they lost, they weren't clicking. They weren't. I don't know what happened.
Well, and for the audience, she says they're putting her through the ringer. They've won 20-something games, 25 games in a row or something crazy. She's fine.
No, yeah, I'm being dramatic. I'm being incredibly dramatic. Y'all understand if you're football fans, if you're football fans or soccer, if you're any type of sports fan and your team it hurts.
It does hurt. It does hurt.
It hurts unless you're a Raiders fan, in which case, which is my dad, they lose all the time. So you know.
I was gonna say, as a Vikings fan, every day is a disappointment. So I'm fine. I'm like, what, if we win,
you're just like, it's another day.
Exactly. When we win, I'm like, that's when I'm like, oh shit,
Yeah, you're like, ooh,
holy
bust out
crap.
the jerseys, bust out the horns. Let's go.
Where's my blankie? Yeah.
Oh, my blankie.
Speaking. Oh, because I have the only Vikings thing I own is a blankie.
That's cute.
So I gotta get the blankie out. Woohoo! But I will say, in the land of sports world stuff, Lando Norris won the race and is the world champion for the F1 stuff this year.
Is that one of the pretty ones?
Yes, it is one of the pretty ones.
Okay.
I don't really know that much about F1. I know he's a McLaren driver. I know he's pretty. And I know my cousin's obsessed with him. So she's
isn't that one of Hannah's boys?
That's one of Hannah's boys. Exactly. Mm-hmm. And she gets up and watches. She's an actual fan, though, unlike me. I'm like, yeah, he's pretty. But she actually watches that shit and knows what's going on. And I'm like, I don't know how you do it, girlfriend.
Oh, congratulations, Hannah. Congratulations, Lando.
Go, Hannah. Go, Lando.
McLaren for taking home, I'm assuming it's a trophy? A
Yeah,
title, a ring,
I
I don't
hope
know,
so.
whatever it is you win, a car.
Woo 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 woo. And
Oh,
then, also speaking on Sports World, Tyler, for my Christmas present, he got me a 2025 what is it, World Series champion hoodie for the LA Dodgers. And it's in Japanese. It says down on the side, it says Dodgers. And then it's got the like 2025 champion, World Series champion logo on it. And then the Dodgers logo. And then it's got all those cute little flowers with the smiley faces that are like really popular in Japan. It's really cute. I'll send you a picture later.
yes, please.
Yeah, so now here I am, my first Dodgers um piece of merch. So I
Listen,
guess you
if
could
we
say
if we do
I'm a
end,
Dodgers fan now.
oh, are you? No, yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Um, and I was gonna say, if we end up in Pasadena, feel free to come visit, and we can go see a Dodgers game. Will I understand what's going on? No, but I'll be there for the vibes.
Oh, but I love baseball. I've never had like a favorite baseball team. I grew up going to the uh Arizona Diamondback games. So like I know what's going on. I grew up playing softball and watched the boys play baseball. So I know all of that stuff. I just have never been like a major like watch it on TV type of a person. I'm more of a go in person and watch it. But the Dodgers this year were so fun to watch. So I definitely will love to go to a game with you, and I would love to explain it all to you, just like you want to take me to an Avalanche game.
Girl, we have to go to a hockey game. We have to.
I still don't really understand what's going on in hockey, even though I've watched quite a bit of it lately because of you. I'm still like, I don't know what the hell is going on here.
It just no, it's a lot of pushing, it's a lot of shoving, and it's a lot of get the dang puck in the net. Like someone.
Well, that's what I'm like. Every 2 seconds, somebody's throwing a fist. I'm like, why are they fighting again?
Because why not? The question is, why are they not fighting more?
Oh, good lord.
Because it's fun. And honestly, well, the Dodgers had a bench clearing fight, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So see,
but that's because they're like intentionally throwing the ball at their peoples,
and you're intentionally shoving your hockey stick in someone's back or face or trying to smack their head off with the puck. Like it's the same thing.
True. I get it now. I see what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Positive?
Yep.
Yep. Picking up. Welcome back to Hot Takes and Paperbacks, the show with the hottest of takes, the most opinionated of opinions, and the most train wrecks of train wrecks, because good lord, it is Sunday afternoon and we're struggle busing, and by we I mean me.
Yeah, I think I'm struggling too. Ellie agrees. Ellie in the background.
Ellie
She's like,
agrees. Yeah. I'm one of your hosts, Scotty.
And I'm your other host, Holly.
And today we're going to be talking about, which I do have to give spoiler warnings. But by the time this gets out, a good chunk of you should have seen the movie at least. Now, I don't know if they're going to change anything in the movie, but we're going to go based off of what the book has. And we're going to be talking about The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. Honestly, one of my favorite thriller authors that I have dabbled in. She's really good at making twists, and we're in for a twisty wild ride. That's all I know. Like she brings back the twist that like M. Night Shyamalan did. And have you seen any of his movies?
No, ma'am. But I believe you.
Okay. Let's dive in. Let's dive in.
Let's dive in.
Let's dive. But first, M. Night Shyamalan, he made like The Sixth Sense. Have you watched that?
No.
You haven't seen Haley Joel Osment go, dead people?
I know the sound, but no, I never saw the movie.
Okay, well, the homework.
Because the sound's on TikTok. Look, before we dive in, I just want to tell the readers that this book for me was completely out of my norm. It was very good. I am glad you recommended it to me, but it's not a book that I would have picked up for myself. I enjoyed it a lot. I feel like it's a good palate cleanser in between all of my romanticies. And it was a very quick, fun, and easy read, and I enjoyed it a lot. So I'm really like glad you told me to read it because it kind of opened a new door for me. But I don't think I will necessarily be sitting here reading all of her books for like the next 6 months. I think it's
That's
more of
fair.
a once in a blue
It's a
moon.
palate cleanser. No, it's
I
a
could.
really good palate
It
cleanser.
really is. It was kind of a nice break between everything that I have been reading lately because everything I've been reading has been so world building heavy that this was just kind of like nice, and it wasn't like I'm gonna come for you again. But it wasn't like the pucking around situation. This one's like actually like in
It's
you know what I mean.
Yeah, this is where a figure eight diverges. Like we were on two opposite ends at that
Yeah,
point.
because this is still something that could happen IRL, which I don't like books like that usually. But this is
Mhm.
at least like this isn't cringy. No offense to pucking around, but it's not cringy. It's not making me be like, oh my god, what the hell? How does that even work? This was more of like a oh shit, holy crap,
Yeah,
oh my
yeah.
god. And I liked that. I liked that a lot. So it's just it was a really nice palate cleanser for me.
It's quick and easy. It was only about 300-ish pages, and it doesn't. I don't feel like it dragged at all. Like, I mean, it
Mm-mm.
opens up. Let's dive in. We're going into the housemaid. Spoilers everywhere. Don't come for me. But it's fast, it's twisty, it is a psychological thriller that literally captures you from the first page because we open up in the prologue with the line that says, "If I leave this house, it will be in handcuffs." Like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
buckled. I am buckled.
I am
Tell me
sad.
more. We're following Millie, who is our main girly girl. Her name is Wilhelma, I think. Like her full name, her government
Wilhelmina.
name, but Wilhelmina, thank you. But we're calling her Millie. She wants to be called Millie. We're gonna respect that. And she has hit rock fucking bottom. She's at the bottom of the Mariana Trench. We know that she just got out of prison. She is lying to her parole officer, which I think is a felony. But
Almost positive it's a felony.
because she got evicted, she's living in her car, she just lost her job. She's like, shit. Like, she's trying to find anything to try and get her life back on track because she has been in prison for the past 10 years.
And she does
And
not
we
want
don't,
to go back.
she doesn't want to go back, which I don't blame her. Who would? But we don't know, we're not given why. We just know Homegirl has a parole officer. Homegirl is heading to an interview with our second main character, Nina Winchester, and her husband, Andy.
Yeah, Andy. Yep.
Okay. I couldn't remember his name. Not to be confused with the Winchesters of Supernatural or with Sarah Winchester from the Winchester Mystery House. They're all different. They're not related. But it's
No relation, but still rich.
well, Sarah was. The Sam and Dean weren't.
All right, I guess I don't.
In,
I don't know about those guys.
Oh, you don't know? Oh, that's right. They're rich in credit card fraud. That's what they were.
Oh hell no!
It's not their fault. They're hunters. They're out saving people, hunting things. You know, the family business.
You know.
But anyway, so she's trying to put on a front that she's a little more collected and put together for Nina because she's like, she even puts on glasses and wears her hair up and she tries to look frumpy, right? Because she's like, if they want me to be a live-in housemaid, I can't look appealing. She gotta look like a dumpster fire.
But a dumpster fire with her shit together.
With her shit mildly put together. And And so when she walks in, she's like, holy shit, this house is wild. It's insane. It's immaculate, perfect. And she doesn't even know why Nina is even wanting a housemaid, because Nina is a stay-at-home mom. And like a rich stay-at-home mom. She could be on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Well, Long Island, because that's where this takes place. But they're going through the interview, and Millie is kind of like, man, this girl's like kind of losing her mind. Like, she seems overwhelmed by the simplest of things. And she leaves there being like, hopefully I nailed it. Goes back to sleep in her car and eat fucking sandwiches.
She's like, if I eat one more fucking sandwich,
No,
it's gonna be the last
like, I'm
day.
gonna eat this sandwich into the fucking stratosphere. And she does. She ends up getting the position. Mrs. Winchester, Nina calls her back, and she's like, Millie, we'd love to hire you. Like, please come help us. I'm stressed to the max. And Millie's like, they didn't run a background check? Like, there's no way, right? Like, there's no way they didn't run a background check.
Yeah, because she's like convinced she's not going to get the job. They're going to run her background, and they're going to see that she's been in prison, and they're not going to hire her.
Yeah, they're like, we can't have this riffraff living in our house.
And it was like a week, too, after the interview. So she's like, oh, yeah, I didn't get that job.
Yeah, like they waited a whole week to get back to her. She shows up with her, literally said, I can start tomorrow. Rolls up in her busted up like 2000 Honda Civic and takes in her stuff, and again is like kind of trying to keep her cool. And Nina clocks her and goes, glasses.
Where are the glasses?
Which is the first kind of mild red flag of like, oh, like, I guess that's something normal to notice if someone is wearing the glasses and then doesn't. And she makes up some sort of lie of like, I have contacts. It's fine. Nina gives her a tour of the house, and the house is trashed. Like, this gorgeous mansion went from being completely put together to it looks like raccoons just went to town on everything. There's trash everywhere. There's like moldy dishes, which how she got that done in a week is wild.
Well, there's moldy dishes everywhere. She's like, how did you make this big of a mess in 1 week?
Like, it is wild. It is like an episode of Hoarders up in that house.
And you ain't got no job.
Literally has no job. But she's giving her a tour of the house, and then they run into Cecilia, who is Nina's daughter. Not Andy's daughter, but Nina's daughter. And Cecilia looks like one of the kids from The Shining, dressed in like weird frilly dresses, and she's just standing there staring at Millie, and she's like, I think at one point, Millie even says like, this little kid's gonna kill.
She does. She's like, this little kid's gonna fucking murder me.
It's just like, she's so.
This is how I die.
She says, I'd say there's at least a 25% chance of that she's gonna murder me in my sleep if I get this job, but I still want it. She describes her as, do you know those movies about the scary cult of like creepy kids who can read minds and worship the devil and live in cornfields or something? Well, if they were casting for one of those movies, this little girl would get the part. They wouldn't even have to audition her. They would look at her and be like, yes, you are creepy girl number 3. Which again, fair.
But
they're going through the house, and then they get up to the attic. And in the attic, Nina opens up this like closet type room and goes, this is where you're going to be staying. It is a literal cot and a mini fridge and one light bulb. And Millie, like, I'm sorry, but to me, that there's a big ass red flag in that room that's saying run. And Millie said, I'll take the job.
Millie said, it's better than sleeping in my car. And all I can think about is I'm like the way the room's described, like with the whole cot thing, I'm like, I don't know. I feel like my car seats are more comfortable personally.
No, literally, especially when she looks at the doorknob and she's like, oh, the door locks from the outside.
And oh, are those scratches on the door?
Are those scratches on the door? Oh, the
Ain't
window
no
is
fucking way.
painted shut. The window is fucking red flag city. And so Millie kind of asks, like, hey, is there a key to the door? And Nina goes, why do you want the key? And she's like, just in case.
Safety
And
hazard.
yeah, she's like, safety hazard. Or she says something about like to lock it during the day or something like that. And Nina's like, well, why would you need that?
Why would you need to lock the room?
Like, Millie run. But Millie's like, I can't, I really need this job, which we've all been there. We've all been stuck in positions where we're like, man, I need to quit, but I also really need this money.
But I also like really cannot afford to quit. I want to, but I can't.
And she literally can't. Like, they are paying her an insane amount of money and she gets room and board. I can't blame Millie. If I were at the bottom of the Mariana Trench and all of a sudden here comes a submarine ready to pull me up, absolutely. Absolutely. I'd be like, you know what? It's fine. It's fine that the door locks from the outside and that I have a window that doesn't open.
It's one of those things too. And I don't like I've never been in a homeless situation like that. But I also just feel like too, like and that's why like a lot of people get put into like bad situations, unfortunately, because you get desperate and then you just start ignoring red flags, right?
Yeah.
And so even though the red flag alarms are clearly going off in her brain because she's like, that's not right, that's wrong, that's not okay. But she's like, well, it is what it is. Eventually, I'll be able to get out of this situation. I just got to last a few months type of a deal, which is so incredibly sad.
And Nina's still putting on this front that she's completely put together, right? And it takes Millie, I think she said 4 or 5 hours to get just the kitchen back into working order. She put in a shit ton of elbow grease into it to try and get the house clean. And she starts making dinner, and then she meets. Oh no! So there's so many little more red flags of Nina's unhingedness. Kind of like there's a jar of peanut butter, and
oh yeah, the peanut butter.
Millie makes Cecilia a peanut butter and jelly sandwich because she was hungry and she wanted a snack. And Cecilia herself is a brat beyond belief. Like, she's wild.
Excuse me.
Bless you. So then she makes her little snack and trying to get like on the good side of Cecilia because she's like, this is my boss's kid. I have to, even though she could stab me in the back at any second, I have to be on the good side. So she makes her the snack and Cecilia starts freaking the fuck out. And she's like, I'm allergic to peanut butter. And screams at her mother that the maid tried to hurt her with peanut butter. And Nina flips the fuck out and she's like, I told you that she's allergic to peanut butter. This is completely unacceptable. How dare you try to kill my daughter? Blah, 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 blah. And Millie's like, no one ever fucking told me shit. And why do you have a jar of peanut butter in the pantry if your child is allergic to peanut butter? Which, facts. But Millie doesn't say anything. She just goes, I'm so sorry. Do you want me to throw the peanut butter away since it, could cause fucking anaphylaxis? And she's like, Nina goes, no, we better keep it on hand. What?
Excuse me? Come again? It was at that moment that I was like, Millie, run. Because what the actual fuck?
Yeah, because then Nina's like, and what time is dinner going to be ready? And Millie's like, I'm supposed to be the cook too?
I also love how Nina was like, or Millie was like, are there any other allergies I should be aware of? And Nina's like, I gave you the list. And she's like, bitch, what list?
And Millie's like, what fucking list? She's like, I was shown that I have an attic, like a prison cell, in a mess to clean up.
There was no allergy list. There was no nothing. What are you talking about right now, lady?
Nothing at all. So then Millie gets to work and she's trying to make dinner, and she's like, okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Like, my boss is a little erratic, but you know what? Who isn't? Like, it's fine. Everything's okay. And then Andy comes in, and Andy is tall, older, handsome businessman, typical kind of Wolf of Wall Street looking dude. And he's like, oh, like, smells really good in here. Like, I haven't had a home cooked meal in like ages. Nina can't fucking cook. Like, Nina's pretty much like Farrah. She can't cook, but she can warm up some shit. And then there's a little flirty going on between Millie and Andy, because Millie is pretty. Like, she's typical, kind of like blondish, blue-eyed, simple gal, right?
Young 20s.
And Nina rolls up and she's like, what's going on in here?
What's happening? What's happening in here?
What's happening in here? And Millie's like, dinner is served, Your Highness. Like, is there anything else you need from me? And Andy's being nice. Andy is like, oh, well, aren't you going to join us for dinner? And Millie's like, I'm going to go up to my room now so your wife doesn't stab me with the steak knife that she's holding.
As a matter of fact, I am not staying for dinner.
Like, actually, I'm going to see myself out. And she does. She scurries back up to her room because she's like,
Not today, not today.
Not today. Then Millie, another fucking red flag moment. Millie gets up to go pee in the middle of the night and her door is locked. She can't get the fuck out. And she's like, what the actual fuck? Like, why can't I get out of this room?
And the panic starts to set in because she's like, it's reminding of her days in prison, and she was like, never again. Like, never again was I going to be locked in a room, and now here I am, locked in a room.
Like, I can't get out. I have no cell signal. Holy fucking shit, what am I going to do? She goes and tries the door again. It was just stuck.
He's stuck.
Just stuck. You just got to put your back into it. You know, it's one of those old rickety wood doors that just, you really got to shove that shit open. But she's like, I can't shake an uneasy feeling that everything is not what it seems here. And so day 2 comes around, she goes down, and it is another fucking mess in the kitchen because Nina is throwing shit everywhere. Homegirl emptied a good chunk of the fridge. She is tossing everything out and onto the floor. And Millie's like, what the fuck is going on? And Nina's like, where are my actual PTA notes? Like, I had the notes out on the counter. What did you do with them? And Millie's like, I didn't see anything. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what do you mean you left your PTA? Like, I didn't see, I didn't throw anything away. I threw away all the shitty ass food that you left out. And she's like, why would they be in the fridge? Like, you're literally... You dropped an entire gallon of milk onto the floor. Why would I put your notes that are very clearly on paper in the fridge?
That was literally like my first thought. I was like, and so we're tearing apart the fridge?
The fridge, the pantry. Andy comes down and he's like, what is happening here? And Nina turns Millie into the villain. And she's like, Millie threw away my notes. Now I'm running late. I don't know what I'm going to do. What is like... I can't. Now I have to rewrite all of my notes, and I don't know what I'm going to say at the PTA meeting later tonight. And I'm president or vice president. And
I don't have time for this.
Literally says, I don't have time for this. And it's like, you're a stay-at-home mom. What do you mean you don't have time for this? But whatever. And Andy's kind of like, you have a backup copy of them, right? And Nina's like, but I had written more out, so I guess I just have to start all over. And Andy's like, Nina leaves to go take Cecilia to school, And Andy is being the good guy, and he's like, I'm so fucking sorry. Like, she's high strung. I'll help you clean up this mess. And Millie's like, yes, she's high strung, but you guys are literally paying me to do this. It's fine. I'll clean it up. And Millie starts kind of being like, Andy doesn't deserve to be treated by Nina like this. Because the more and more that they go through the more that they go through the time of her being there, the more Millie's like, Nina's fucking crazy. And then we have Enzo. And Enzo is the gardener. Enzo's a hot Italian gardener. And Millie's trying to make conversation with him. She's trying to bring the groceries in from the car that she had to go replace because Nina dumped out literally 85% of everything that Millie had put away. And Enzo's helping her because Millie's like, I can't fucking carry all this shit. And then Nina flips out and she's like...
Hold on, pause. Because Millie's not allowed to drive her car up the driveway.
Mm-hmm. Millie can't bring her shit box up the driveway.
So she has to lug all of these groceries up the long ass driveway. And Enzo's like, let me help you.
He's like, this girl's gonna roll back down with a fucking Millie. Because it's, in my mind, I'm picturing like a long, like Beverly Hills up on top of a mountain type hole or driveway.
Absolutely, yep. That's how I envision it too.
And so Nina's like, Millie, who the fuck was in my house? And Millie's like, Enzo, the gardener. Like he helped me bring all these fucking groceries that you dropped into the house. And Nina says, I don't want him inside this house again. He's filthy from working outside, and I work so hard to keep this house clean. Millie is a stronger human being because I think I would have been slightly homicidal at that comment.
I do not know genuinely how Millie didn't fucking lose her mind. Like, you've been working hard to keep this house clean? Are you for real right now?
And then Nina brings up the fact that Millie hasn't been wearing her glasses and that she knows she doesn't have contacts.
I went into the bathroom and I didn't see any contact solution.
She's like,
are you sure you wear contacts?
Yeah. And Millie's like, I wore them for a fashion statement. And she's like, then you lied to me. Is there anything else that you're lying to me about? I could have built a whole house with the amount of bricks I would have shot if Nina cornered me like that. Like, I would be like, I'll fire myself.
I'll see myself out there.
I'll see myself out.
Keep the groceries.
In fact, you don't have to pay me for this past week. Like, it's fine. But instead, Nina's like, and then goes, also, I'm not paying you to ogle the gardener.
Oh, she also was like, if you're gonna, it's like something like, if you're gonna invite people over to screw them, make sure I don't see them.
Mm-hmm.
God damn!
I would die. I would actually fully fucking die. So then we fast forward. Not Nina. Millie's making dinner again. Andy's home. Cecilia's being weird. She made dinner. Nina isn't home. She's out doing like her PTA's shit or whatever.
PTA meeting.
And she serves dinner for Andy and Cecilia is being a fucking carbon copy of Nina. And she's like, you serve me water. I don't want water. I want apple juice. And I don't want this steak and potatoes. I like starts throwing her food everywhere and is flipping her fucking shit. And then Andy is like,
my favorite part, not to cut you off, but my favorite part was when she's like, okay, I'll get you your apple juice. So she goes and gets her apple juice, like removes the water, gets her apple juice, brings her the new apple juice. And Cecilia goes, that cup is dirty. And she's like, no, it's not. I just pulled it out of the dishwasher. And she's like, it's dirty. Get me a new one.
Literally says it's smudged. I'm sorry. Like, I know we don't endorse child abuse, but I would have backhanded that child.
There's no way. There's no freaking way.
There is no, like, either she would have been backhanded or I would pick her up and I'd put her in front of the fucking sink and been like, then wash it.
Wash it yourself.
Wash it yourself. And Andy, again, is being a sweet man. And he's like, Cece, like, okay, let's make it. What do you want to eat? And she said chicken nuggets. And so there's this really cute little scene of Andy being like, let me show you how we make our chicken nuggets. And it's literally just dino nuggies that he puts on a plate and sticks in the microwave for like 5 minutes. And he's like, but you got to make sure that they're intact and that they don't have anything missing, because then Cecilia's going to throw another fit and she's not going to eat it.
They have to have all 4 of their legs. They can't be missing a horn. Everything's got to be completely intact.
Everything's got to be intact. And poor Millie then down Cecilia's portion because she's like, fuck it, if this kid's not going to eat it, then I'm going to eat it.
It was like wasn't it like steak and potatoes or something?
Yeah, it was a well-balanced meal. Like, I would have eaten it. I would have eaten it.
Millie put in some work.
Millie is making Gordon Ramsay and Martha Stewart proud. We'll just say that. And so another week passes by. She comes down and Nina is holding a fucking garbage bag. And Millie's like, you're now like, oh my God, what's going to happen? And Nina has clothes that don't fit her anymore. Because again, Millie's kind of like, oh, Nina's kind of put on some weight. Like she looks a little thicker than she did in like the wedding photos or like all the pictures that they have up around the house. And we're not weight shaming. We're not doing none of that. It's just an observation. So,
just observation. Also, another thing that's kind of important to note, Nina only wears white.
She only wears white and she is blonde. She is very clearly like salon dyed blonde.
Blotto blonde, yep.
And so Nina calls to Millie and she's like, I just went through my closet and unfortunately a few of my dresses are just a tad too small. So could you take them out to the donation bin? And Millie's like, oh, fuck, thank God. Like, yeah, I can absolutely do that. And Nina goes, actually, you know what? You're about the size that I was a couple pounds ago. Why don't you pick something out that you'd like? And Millie's like, what? And Nina's like, yeah, like, go ahead, like, pick one out. So she does. It's a gorgeous silk white dress. And she pulls it out and she's like, I'll take this one, I guess. And she's like, perfect, like, cool, I hope you love it. And Millie's like, if you want it back, like, I'll give it back to you, even though I know you're not going to fit into it. And Nina's like, no, like, it's okay, like, don't worry. She's like, I don't think I'm going to lose any weight because I'm pregnant. And Millie's like, what the fuck? Like, you're pregnant? And she's like, shit, you're telling me she's going to get crazier? And Nina's like, well, I'm not actually pregnant yet, but like I'm gonna be pregnant by the end of the year because we're trying. Millie's like, oh, okay, I guess.
Great.
Like, sure, congrats, I think.
Can't wait.
Woo! So then Millie goes on about her day. She gets a call from Nina. Oh, and then Nina gave her a phone.
Yeah. Nina gives her a phone because she didn't like that she had like a prepaid flip phone.
Yeah, that she only had a prepaid phone. So Nina bought her like I'm in my head, it's an iPhone, right?
I'm pretty sure she said it was my phone, yeah.
Nina bought her a whole new phone so she can constantly be calling her and talking to her any point during the day that she needs her. So she calls her and she's like, I need you to go pick up Cecilia now. Like, I need you to pick her up from school. And Millie's like, didn't fucking tell me this. Like, what do you mean I have to go pick her up? Okay. Gives her the wrong school name. Gives her the wrong time. Millie's on the verge of a fucking breakdown. Finally figures out where to pick up the kid. And one of the other nannies is like, oh, so you're the new girl the Winchesters hired. And Millie's like, yeah, that's me. And she's like, so has she driven you crazy yet? Everyone and their mother is like, Nina Winchester is batshit fucking insane. How are you handling her? Like, how are you putting up with her? And Millie is being smart and she's like, I'm not going to talk shit about Nina. Like, what happens if this gets back to her? Like, the housemaids all talk, the moms all talk. Like, I'm not going to fucking ruin it.
Yeah, like, this is my boss. I'm not about to freaking lose my job.
Mm-hmm. Cecilia comes out and Cecilia's like, why are you here? Because Millie does all the wrong things. And Cecilia is just like, not me. I'm go with so-and-so's mom to karate and blah, blah, blah. And Millie's calling Nina and she's like, oh my God, this kid's like gonna get me fucking arrested. One of the other moms is like, no, like I take her, you must be mistaken. The other mom calls Nina. Nina answers and then calls says something about like, oh, you just can't find good help anymore. Then calls Nina and calls Millie and she's like, I don't even understand why you would think I would tell you that you need to pick up Cecilia. I did not say that at all.
Well, and the best part about that is like Millie calls her right away. Like as soon as Millie as soon as Cece goes, you don't need to pick me up because I go with so-and-so's mom to karate on Tuesdays. Why are you here? She calls right away and she doesn't fucking answer. But then the moment the other girl's mom calls her, picks up instantly. And it's just like, you can't find good help these days. Bitch, the way I would have never came back.
I would have gotten into my car and left the state. Like,
excuse me? And literally, they're sitting there talking shit about her in front of her. And she's like, what is going on right now? Like, am I crazy?
Millie feels like she's losing her fucking mind. And which is what I would have done, but because it reminds me of like an episode of Seinfeld. So Millie's cleaning the bathrooms and she's like, I'm gonna look in the medicine cabinet. Which is something that Jerry Seinfeld always does. Have you watched Seinfeld?
Yes. Yep.
Do you remember how he would
gotta check and see what meds they're on?
Yes! How he'd go through the medicine cabinet and he wouldn't date that chick because she had fucking fungal cream or like antifungal cream.
Yep.
So Millie goes to the medicine cabinet and she finds a little bottle named haloperidol. And so she Googles it and it's an antipsychotic used to treat schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, delirium, agitation, and acute psychosis. And that was just one of the pill bottles that was in there. And Millie's like, she is batshit crazy.
She's actually fucking crazy. Great.
She's like, she is clinically fucking insane. And I have to tread fucking lightly. The eggshells just got thinner.
I will say, though, I loved how Millie was like, okay, like, there's a reason for her behaving this way. Let's give her some grace. Let's give her some dignity. And let's just deal with the fact that this is how it is. And it's not her fault. Like, this is just her mental health is not good right now.
Yep.
And I love that for Millie to just be, like, acknowledging the fact that, like, she's not doing it on purpose. She's trying to get help. She just can't help it right now because her mental health state is in a bad state.
Millie changed her tune. She's still like, man, like Andrew's such a good guy for putting up with Nina. Like, holy shit. Then she's also like mother, like daughter. Like, who knows what the daughter's gone through. So she's treading lightly. She gains a little more patience for Nina. Until one day, Millie can't sleep. She's downstairs. She's watching fucking Final Jeopardy. She's kind of just chilling in her like shorts and underwear. No, yeah, like her nightclothes, like her shorts and tank top. She's in her PJs. It's like 2 a.m. She doesn't expect anyone to be downstairs, and she's watching it quietly. Like I'm pretty sure she has it on fucking mute. It's just reading subtitles. And who comes down the stairs but Andy? And Andy's like, oh. Like answers one of the Jeopardy questions And they kind of start chit-chatting, and Millie's like, I'm so fucking sorry. Like, I will go upstairs right now. Like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be down here. And Andy's like, you live here. Like, you're allowed to use the TV. It's okay. Like, it's fine. And they're both kind of like, oh yeah, like we can't sleep, like blah blah blah. And who comes downstairs to ruin the moment but Nina? And Nina is like, what's going on down here? You two seem to be having some fun. Like, what's the joke? What's going on?
Because mind you, Millie's in her pajamas and Andy is also in his. He's shirtless with just pants on.
Boxers. He's it
was his boxers. You're right. It was just his boxers. Yep.
Yeah.
So he's basically naked. She's in skimpy shorts and a tank top. It's not looking good. They're laughing at Jeopardy. Shit's getting serious.
It's not looking good. And Millie just wants the door to open up. Not the door, the floor.
The floor.
Sorry, my sister just texted me about something about the door, and that's why I read it. To everyone, I'm sorry. I do have my phone open. It's because baby watch is happening. I'm going to have a new little nephew at any point. So anyway, Millie just wants the fucking Earth's core to open up and swallow her whole because she's like, Nina's going to actually fucking snap and kill me. Oh my God. And Andy is just being super chill, cool. He's nonchalant, like, oh, we couldn't sleep. We're just watching Family Feud. Nina's like, Millie, the next time you go grocery shopping, let's just get you a TV for your room so you don't have to be down here.
Because Nina's hella jealous and Andy is completely oblivious. So the jealousy.
Completely oblivious.
And mind you, so I think this is also important to kind of note. Andy is completely and utterly devoted to Nina. Sickeningly devoted to her. So in love, it's disgusting. To the point where, yeah, and to the point where Millie sometimes is what is, she must have been a fucking angel when they first got together, because he is so blinded by all of the crazy and all of these things and the weight gain, and her roots are starting to show. She's really just letting herself go to the max, but Andy is still head over heels completely devoted to this woman.
Completely. And even super attentive to Cecilia, especially with the way he handles her. Oh, and I forgot to mention
oh yeah, I know what you're about to say.
Millie asks Andy, he's like, oh hey, it is kind of, because he eats a fucking big ass scoop of peanut butter.
Oh yeah, he takes a jar of peanut butter, takes a scoop out of the peanut butter, and she's like, homie?
Yeah,
that's not smart.
She's like, hey, I asked Nina, oh, is the peanut butter for you? I'm sorry, I didn't realize that Cecilia is deathly allergic. And he's like, she's not allergic. Who the fuck told you that?
And he's like, Cecilia doesn't have a peanut allergy.
I would have yeeted myself through the roof and been like, and I'm out.
And I'm done.
And I'm out. Nice to fucking know, y'all. And Nina then kind of she gets very ominous and says, please stay up in the attic after bedtime. The rest of the house is for my family. Do you understand? Bye. Bye. Goodbye. Millie literally thought she was going to get her ass fucking fired because of Nina. And she's like, okay, it's fine. I'll just stay up in my room. It's okay. It's fine.
I don't need to go downstairs. I'll just stay in my room forever.
She's like, I will just fucking stay in my room for fucking ever. And then they have this PTA gathering, and Nina's forced to basically act, or not Nina, Millie's forced to act like a butler for Nina. And all of these women are so insufferable. They make the Mormon wives look, from the Mormon Wife show on Hulu.
I never watched it, but I know what you're talking about, yes.
They make them look like straight fucking angels because they are insufferable women. And I genuinely would have put laxatives in all their drinks so they can shit themselves because they were treating Millie terribly. like absolutely horribly. And Millie is just grinning and bearing it because she's like fuck, like I need this job.
And mind you, like, for this PTA fucking gathering at the house, Millie has like a mile-long list of things she has to do, and then like Nina keeps adding more stuff, and she's like, I don't even have time to like go get the hors d'oeuvres. And who the fuck has these like special organic hors d'oeuvres for a freaking PTA gathering in the first place, right? And then there was like something with Cecilia even. So that's when Andy was like, it's okay, like I'll help you. So Andy took Cecilia and they went and got the hors d'oeuvres. So like Andy's being extra helpful to Millie as well. Like, and he like is like also like grasping the fact that like Nina is being crazy and unreasonable.
Completely unreasonable. And again, Andy's like, Millie's like, what does this dude see in her? Like,
what is going on?
It's her cooter that great. Like, there's no way. Like, her game must be great because her personality ain't it, right?
Yep. She got that voodoo clam.
She's got to. Like, she's like, what the fuck kind of spell does she have? So they managed to get through the fucking PTA gathering. Then Andy and Nina go see the fertility specialist, and it is not good. They get home, and Nina looks like if someone ripped her heart out in front of her and tore it in half. Like, Nina is a fucking mess because they were told they cannot conceive children. And Andy's really fucking heartbroken. Like, he's like, I love Cecilia as my own daughter. Like, don't get me wrong, but I always wanted my own. And Millie's like, Millie feels so fucking bad for Andy. And she's like, because Andy then goes like, hey, can I be honest? Like, Nina has a lot of issues and she's not going to be able to handle this really well. Like, can you just be extra delicate with her? Like, can you maybe get these tickets to a show that she wants to go to? Like, it's like a Broadway type show.
Yeah, Broadway show, yeah.
Like, yes, like, absolutely. Like, we'll do anything to keep her happy because, like, it sucks. Like, it does suck to be told that you're never going to be able to have kids. And even for a woman as horrid as Nina, Millie has a heart. And she's like, we can't. And she's doing it mainly for Andy because she's like, Andy's so fucking in love with her. And he doesn't, like, he's like, we'll get through this. Like, it's fine. Like, it'll be okay. So they go through and Millie's like, okay, like, yes, I'll do anything. And then she hears a crash and Millie's like, what the fuck is going on in the house? So she creeps and crawls downstairs and they're arguing. She hears Nina losing her shit on Andy. So much so that she hears, I think it's like something like glass breaking.
Yeah, like a vase break or something.
And she's trying to be quiet, and then Nina catches her. Millie's like, Millie again is like, I need the world to eat me because Nina just caught her and she's like, what are you doing down here? I told you to stay upstairs. And Millie's like, are you okay? Like, I heard a crash and there's blood on your clothing. In Millie's head, she just walked into an episode of Snapped. She's like, Nina killed her husband. Like, holy shit, there's going to be cops here and I'm going to go to prison as an accomplice to murder.
I'm going back to jail, straight back to jail.
I'm going to jail. Oh my God. Good news, Andy's alive. He comes around the corner. He had just cut himself. He cut his hand. And Millie's like, oh fuck, like, okay, I'm gonna go back up to bed. And Nina kind of makes a joke of like, do you really think I would kill my husband? Again, red fucking flag. I would pack my bags and leave. I wouldn't even pack my bags. Fuck it. I'd leave that shit behind. We are out. We are outie 5,000. Because then Nina gives another warning of, stay up in the attic at night. Do you understand? And Millie said, I learned my fucking lesson. I'm not here ever again.
This is my room. I will be here forever.
She's like, I will stay here forever. We go through the rest of the time. Nina puts herself back together. She's pleasant. She's actually being nice.
Like, too nice.
Too nice. And Millie ends up chatting up one of the other assistants as Cecilia is like either karate or ballet or what the fuck ever. And that's where she learns that, and this is a quote, Nina got put in a quote unquote loony bin. And Millie's like, tell me more. What do you mean that she was institutionalized? And the assistant goes, she tried to drown Cecilia in the bathtub. I'm sorry, what?
Come again?
Huh? And the other chick is like, yeah, Nina drugged her, threw her in the tub with running water, and then took a bunch of pills herself. And Millie's like, oh, she's unhinged. Like, Millie knew with the amount of antipsychotics that were inside that cabinet that Nina had some severe issues, but she did not think that it would be to that extent to where Nina had to be institutionalized and almost killed her daughter. Like, Nina's pretty much La Llorona. Like, she almost La Llorona her case.
Yep. Exactly.
And so, and again, she's like, fuck, man, like, Andy really is a good guy and deserves so much better than Nina. Like, Millie's just, her heart is breaking for Andy because of how much of a saint this guy is being. And Millie brings, like, she's trying to wrap her head around this and trying to process, and she's at home, she gets the mail, it's this big ass box. Again, she has Enzo bring him in, and then she's like, get the fuck out, hurry up, because Nina's gonna flip her shit. It is a box of baby stuff. It is like all of Andy's old baby clothes, baby, like anything that you could possibly need. Andy's mom had sent it to them without being told that Nina would never be able to conceive.
Because and Nina's Andy, around here telling everybody that she's pregnant.
She's pregnant.
Because she even told the girls at the PTA meeting that they were going to have a baby soon.
Yes. Nina was trying really hard to manifest this baby, and there's no baby. There's nothing in there. So Andy gets home and he's like, fuck, like, we got to hide this. So they quickly hide it. Nina comes home and they're kind of like talking about everything. She gets told about the Broadway show that they're going to and the day and the time and how they're going to have a huge night in the city. And Millie's like, yes, I booked it for next Sunday. And Nina flips her shins. She's like, what do you mean next Sunday? Millie's like, I booked it the day that you told me to book it. The day that you said you were free. And Nina goes, I said I wasn't free that Sunday. I have to take Cecilia to camp and you've ruined everything and blah, 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 blah. You're useless. I should fire you. Millie shits a whole other school brick house. Because she's like, oh my God, this is it. This is straw that breaks the camel's back. And Andy comes to the rescue again. And he's like, babe, it's fine. I'll call the credit card company. It'll be okay. We'll reschedule. We'll rain check. It'll be fine. And he kind of makes Nina see reason as to like why they need Millie and how Millie isn't that bad. And they like how Millie has just taken so much stress off of Nina. Andy's going to bat for Millie. He is being, what's the MVP from the Dodger? What's his name?
Oh, Shohei Ohtani.
Yes, he's being Ohtani. He's going to fucking bat for Millie.
Well, because Nina was like, you're going to have to pay for this out of your paycheck. And Millie's like, I haven't even, like, because the hotel that was booked, the Broadway tickets, and the dinner stuff, like, is more money than she's even made at this point. And she's like, I'm going to have to work for, like, the rest of my fucking life to pay this off. What are you talking about? I'm going to have to pay for this. And oh yeah, by the way, we're also firing you. Millie's like, what? And so Andrew's like, no, 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 no. I will call the credit card company. I will get this canceled. Like, it's gonna be fine. It's all okay. Settle down. Just settle down.
Chill.
And Millie was like, I could take her to her camp. Like, you don't have to take her to camp. I could take her. Like, it's not that big of a deal. And Nina flips her shit and goes, you think I'm gonna let you take her when I'm not gonna get to see her for a week? I'm like, oh my god, lady. What the hell?
Flipping her fucking shit on them. They get everything smoothed out. Everything's fine. Millie's like, thank fuck. Cecilia's going to be gone for 2 weeks and Nina's going to be gone. I think it was like, what, 2 days?
Yeah, I think so. Because she was like, take her up there and then spend the night and then come back. So yeah, gone for like 2 days.
So she's like, perfect. Like, it's going to be fun. I'm going to have a whole night to myself. And then Andy kind of goes, hey, so I lied that I couldn't refund the tickets.
Oh, because that was the other thing too. Andy was like, because Nina was like, how come? Nina was like, come with me to take Cecilia to camp. And he's like, no, I can't. I have to work. I don't have a choice.
Yeah, he said, I gotta go to the city to work. Like, I can't do that. Like, I wish I could, but it's impossible.
It's not gonna happen.
So when Andy kind of comes clean about how he couldn't get the refund for the tickets, he's like, Millie, you take them, go enjoy a night out in the town. And Millie's like, I don't have any friends and I've never been to Broadway and my shitbox will not make it there. So then Andy's like, you've never been to Broadway? Which is a wild fucking question to ask someone in Millie's position because it's like, homie, look at her car.
What are you talking about, Andy? I am your maid. Yes, I have never been to Broadway.
Literally.
Hello.
So then Andy goes, well, fuck it. What if we went together? The way my jaw dropped, because what do you mean the housemaid and the husband are going to the city together?
To watch. And Millie's like, I don't know. And he's like, oh, it'll be fine. Like, we'll just go to the show, we'll go to dinner, and we'll come home. It's not that big of a deal. We're not going to do anything anyways.
We're just friends. You're my employee. Like, literally being like, it's fine.
And Millie's like, I don't think so.
I'm like, I'm being set up. Millie's like, where's Ashton Kutcher? Because I am on a fucking episode of Pranked. But no. They get ready. Millie pulls out the dress that Nina gave her. She's looking fine to the 9. They wine and dine. They're in a Beamer. She enjoys the show. And then she realizes that Andy's kind of eyeing her up. In fact, like, her dress
the dress keeps riding up. Yep.
And even Andy was kind of like, I'm so sorry. He's like, but it's been a minute and I'm a dude and you're gorgeous. And Millie's like, I mean, he is handsome. Like, how I have eyes. And Millie's like, it's also been a fucking minute for me.
Because he tells her that they haven't had sex since she got the news about the infertility. Who tells their housemaid that?
A wild thing for an employer to say to his employee.
Oh my god.
Like, what the fuck?
Like, okay.
So that's on the back of Millie's mind. They go to dinner. They are whining and dining, drunk as hell. They get to the hotel because Andy's like, I shouldn't drive.
Yeah, Andy's like, I can't drive. And Millie's like, I also can't drive. And I sure as hell am not driving your BMW.
So they went to the hotel. They took a cab to the hotel because they're like, we might as well just, spend the night. And Andy tries to do the whole like, hey, like, can we get another room? I'll pay for it. It's fine. The hotel is fully booked. And the room that they're in only has one bed.
They're booked.
They're booked. There's only one bed.
That's it. That's all you got. It's your only choice.
So naturally, what happens? They kiss.
They don't even make it to the room and they start kissing.
They walked into the elevator, traumatized a poor security guard that is watching the elevator feed, and start full on macking out. They are fucking tasting each other's tonsils. Like, it is wild.
Because the whole time at dinner,
Absolutely
too,
wild.
like, Andy was, like, confiding in her all about Nina and all the stuff and how hard it's been on him. And he's just also stressed and he appreciates that he could talk to her and blah, 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 blah. You know the bit. You know how it goes.
Yeah, like they got really close, they got comfy, they sleep together. They have to do the drive of shame, and then Millie starts freaking the fuck out because she's like, "I didn't take the fucking trash out. Like Nina's gonna know something happened. She's gonna know I wasn't here. Like, oh my god!" Andy pays Enzo $200 to take.
He's like, Enzo, you got a truck. Put the trash in your truck and take care of this for us.
Enzo knows what's going on, and he's like, I'm not doing it. And then Andy sweetened up the pot, and Enzo's like, fine, I guess.
Also, to be fair, Enzo this whole time has also been super creepy. He's always in the yard. Like,
Always in the
he
yard,
spends
always
way more
watching.
time at their yard than anybody else's. He's always giving Millie a look. He's also, like, telling Millie, like, you're in danger, be careful.
Mhm.
So that's also, like, another, like, creep vibe to all of this, too, that we kind of left out.
Like, yeah, because I think one of the first things he said to her was, "You're in danger" in Italian, and Millie had to Google it because she's like, "I don't speak Italian." Millie tries, but she is speaking straight up Spanish to Enzo.
That's my favorite part.
She said gracias, and he's like, "It's grazie."
Okay.
And she's like, "I don't know why I'm fucking speaking Spanish to this Italian dude, but you know what? Close enough."
He gets it.
He got it. So Millie is still on fucking edge, and she's like, "Okay, we got away with it. Like, it should be fine." But then he reveals that Nina called the house phone because they still got landlines, to like check in or something happened. And Andy's like, "It's fine, I'll handle it." So they think they're in the clear. And then they're at dinner. Nina or Millie made a gorgeous meal, and it's like, "Millie, actually join us for dinner. Like, don't leave. It's okay." They're eating, and Nina goes, "You never got food like this in prison, did you, Millie?" The way I would have just taken myself out that way. Like, I'm gonna go jump off the Hoover Dam.
Yeah,
Like, I'll see myself out. Like, it's okay. I'll call the cops on myself. It's fine. Because this entire time, Millie has been meeting her parole officer in secret. Because she doesn't want, she's still under the impression that they don't know. She doesn't want anyone to know her business. And Nina just casually drops it in front of her fucking salad.
Right in front of her salad. And Andrew, of course, doesn't know, so Andrew's mouth, like, drops to the table, and he's like, what?
He's like, "I fucking slept with the, like, ex-con? Like, what the fuck?"
Hell.
And just keeps kind of doing the whole, like, "What's prison food like?" And then she's like, "Don't get inspired by any of those meals." And just very casually is like, and Millie, this is super unseasoned. Like, what the fuck? So Millie goes back up to her room, and she sees that the playbill from the Broadway show that they went to is sitting on her bed. And Millie had put that playbill in her purse and hid it in the closet, and she's like, fuck. Like,
She
fuck.
knows.
Nina knows I'm. Nina starts making her life even more miserable. She's making everything dirtier. She's making, like, she at one point accuses Millie of stealing the dresses that Nina
literally
told her
gave her.
to donate. Or gave her. And she's like, "We can't trust a con in our house." Like, she's literally making it fucking harder. And she at one point, she calls Millie went grocery shopping and she calls the fucking grocery store and almost gets Millie arrested.
To say that, like, she gives Millie's description to say that, like, she's probably gonna steal from the store.
And poor Andy. Like, Millie shits a brick. She gets home. She's losing her fucking marbles. And Andy is also, like, kind of losing it because they're still fighting. There's still, like, a bunch of intermarital issues.
And he's avoiding her, like, the play because of the whole prison thing. And he's like, I don't know how to handle that.
He slept with her. So on top of everything, like, this is a really bad episode of Desperate Housewives because the husband slept with the maid. The maid is keeping a secret that she actually went to fucking prison, all while the wife is playing 4D fucking chess. And everyone is just fucking shitting a whole brick. And finally, Millie kind of ends up stumbling on Andy and they kind of talk it out. And she's like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry I didn't tell you. Like, it's just, you know, it is what it is. And they have a heart to heart because Andy's like, I also had a really good time. Like, it's been a long time since I felt that happy. And Millie's like, oh, shit.
Oh, no.
Shit.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Feelings being felt. And who fucking walks in on them again? But Nina. And Nina's kind of like, this is my home. I don't have, because Millie's like, what are you doing down here at fucking 2 a.m.? And which, fair, I do agree with Nina, because Nina's like, this is my house. I don't have to tell you where I am or why I'm down or blah, 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 blah. And Millie, then Nina's like, why are you down here? And Millie's like, I came down here to get water. And Nina's like, I left you water in your mini fridge, which she did. She left her 3 like tiny bottles of water. And she's like, like, just very cold, very, very cold to Millie. And then
Millie's like, to be fair, I did sleep with her husband.
Yeah, Millie's like, I can't even be fucking upset because I slept with her husband. Like, what the fuck?
Like, she's not entirely wrong right now.
Then somehow Millie finds herself coming home on her, I think it was her day off or something. She walks in on Andy and Nina having such a big fucking blow up fight that Millie's like, I'll leave. Like, I'll see myself out. This is very clearly like a personal moment. And Andy's like, oh, because this is where Nina does accuse her of stealing. And she's like,
I was going to say, yeah, this is when
like,
she came home and Nina had pulled all the clothes and put them on the thing. So she walked in and all the clothes were on the couch and Nina just started accosting her, right?
Yeah. And Andy's trying to stick up for Millie. Again, he's trying to be Otani and go to bat. And Nina's like, this is embarrassing. Like, you should be better than this, blah, 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 blah. Like, I'll divorce you. Like, I'll destroy you. And that's whenever Andy loses his shit. And he's like, this is my home. Like, this is my money. Cecilia is your daughter. We never had a fucking kid. And our prenup states that you get nothing unless you have my child.
And you wouldn't let me adopt Cece, so here we are.
Yep. And Nina's like, oh, this is what it's about. You find someone prettier and younger than me that's going to give you the baby you want, and blah, 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 blah. And Andy drops the mic and says, Nina, pack your shit and leave.
Get out of the house.
He said, get the fuck out the house. Get out. Get the fuck out. Millie's standing there wide-eyed because she's like, do I need? Because I would have left. I would stand there and fucking wait. I would have popped some popcorn to watch it go out. But the fact that he kicked her out, gone, leave. And then Andy kind of looks at Millie and he's like, hey, like, I'm sorry you had to see that. Are you okay? And Millie's heart grows 2 sizes even more for Andy. And she's like, oh, like you're checking on me after you just kicked out your insane wife? And then they fook.
Yep.
They
But
fook.
not in the bedroom.
Not in the bedroom.
The guest bedroom.
In the guest bedroom. And in the kitchen. And in the living room. Because Andrew says, I've been waiting to get you alone. And everything is looking up, looking great for Millie.
Millie's
Because
about to have herself a hot, rich husband.
Yes, because Andy's like, I don't know how to work all this out, but I really like you. I want to give you and me a real try. And if we're going to do that, you can't be my maid. It's like, I'll find someone else to clean and you can hang out here until you figure out what you want to do next. And Millie's like, well, I have a record. Like, I can't. And she's like, plus, you're still technically fucking married. And Andy's like, I'm divorcing her. It's fine. It's okay. And then Millie's getting accosted by blocked numbers. She's getting kind of tailed by Nina. She's like, holy fucking shit. Like, I gotta be fucking looking over my shoulder.
She goes to the grocery store and finds out that Nina has a tracking in her phone.
She finds out Nina's been tracking her phone this entire goddamn time, which again, Millie, like, I guess, yeah, she wouldn't know that iPhones have fucking Find My iPhone because she's been in prison, but like, come the fuck on. And then Andy fires Enzo.
Randomly,
Because he's like, he's always in our yard. Like, he's always here. The yard's fine. Fires Enzo. Enzo's like, what the fuck? And he's like, yeah, you gotta go. So as Enzo's like, okay, fine, I guess I'll leave, he goes to Millie and whispers to her in fucking perfect English and says, you have to get out of here. You're in terrible danger. Millie's more shook by the fact that he spoke English than the fact that he's like, get the fuck out.
you are in danger.
And Millie's like, no, it's fine. Nina's gone. Like, the problem's gone. And Enzo's like, bitch, Nina was a problem.
He's like, nah, you're still in danger. Time for you to go.
Time for you to go. And so Millie's starting to kind of live her new fucking life. She's like, holy shit, this is great. Like, oh my God. I'm fucking living life as a new housewife. Nina took all of this for granted. They fuck. She takes him back to her room because she's like, you know what? Or Andy suggests, hey, you need to move your shit out of the attic and move into my room. Nina's gone anyway. And Millie's like, you're so fucking right. He takes her up to the attic. They fuck. Millie wakes up. Andy's gone. And she's like, oh, well, this cot's really fucking uncomfortable. Like, he probably went to bed. So she gets up and she goes to open the door. It doesn't open. She tries again. Still not opening. She's twisting the knob. She's putting her whole back into it, trying to open it. She's banging on the door. And she's like, Andy, what the fuck? She is locked in her room. And this is where the best part of this book comes in. We then move into part 2. Frida fucking McFadden put this book into 3 different parts. And we flip into Nina's point of view. And Nina starts off with the fact that she's like, I'm free. What the fuck?
What do you mean you're free?
We just yeeted ourselves off a fucking freeway exit into another freeway because now Nina starts divulging the fact. She says, I can't believe I finally got rid of that asshole. And she literally starts listing. She starts a fucking kind of like a YouTube top 10 tier list. And she's like, how to get rid of your sadistic, evil husband, a guide by Nina Winchester.
Step 1.
And Harley, when I tell you my jaw hit the fucking floor, I remember, because I ate this book up in one night. I remember sitting up in bed. It was 3 a.m. and I was like, what? Nina was never the problem, guys. Andy is the fucking problem. Andy is a sadistic, evil asshole that conned Millie, or no, that conned Nina into falling in love with him. He played, because Nina used to work for him. Nina was his secretary, I think.
No, so Andy was her boss's boss. So she was a
That's right.
secretary for her boss, and then Andy was his boss.
And Nina was also at rock fucking bottom. Nina had just had Cece out of wedlock, and she had to go back to work because she was a single mom who worked 2 jobs. She was hard fucking working, and Nina was treated like absolute shit. Like, she started lactating and leaking because she had to pump, and they were being assholes, and they're like, "You need to be present for this meeting." And they start fucking bullying her, and Andy swoops in and is a manipulative, sadistic asshole because, again, he plays the savior, and he's being really nice to her, and he brings her home, and they start dating, and then they get married.
He treats Cece like his own.
Like, he's being really nice to her. And I think it was within a week or two of them being married, he comments something about her hair because Nina had then dyed herself blonde, because he's like, "I think you'd look better blonde." And it is every single red flag of a manipulative relationship. It is every fucking single red flag. And then he tells her to go get something from the attic, and he locks her in there. And Nina's like, what the fuck, Andy? Can you let me out? Like, what's going on? And Andy says, "No, this is your punishment because you let yourself go, because her roots weren't done." And he has her, which, okay, trigger warning for fucking torture. But he has her pluck out, what was it, 100 strands of hair?
100 strands with the follicle intact.
With the follicle intact. She can't just brush her hands through the hair and get the strays. She needs to pluck out 100 hairs. And he gives them, like, she puts them in an envelope and gives them to him. And he's like, one of them didn't have it on. Like, one of them doesn't have a follicle. You're going to have to do it all over again. And he tortures her. He forces her to do it. What was it, 3 more times?
Yeah, I think it ended up being 3 more times.
Until he finally let her go.
And he, like, leaves for hours at a time. Like, he'll leave her for 8 hours. So it'll be like, oh, that one was missing a follicle, so that's only 99 hair, so you have to do it again, but I'm going to go to work now. So he'll leave the house for 10 hours. And all she has is a bucket to pee in and those 3 bottles of water that, you know, she already gulped one down because she didn't know she'd be in there for that long.
And she had to go, so she had to use the bucket. Yeah. And she was humiliated. And finally, when he opens up the door and he's like, "Did you learn your lesson?" Nina's like, "Yeah, and I need to get the fuck out." And then he did something else, right?
Well, she, like, tried to leave. She tried to get help. And then he punished her for, like, every time she would try to leave, he would punish her. And that's how the whole she's crazy thing came about. Because when she was trying to leave, he drugged Cece and tried to drown her in the bathtub and then drugged her so that way he could get her committed. So, like,
got her fucking committed.
And so then she was committed for like 3 months, and everybody thinks that Andrew Winchester is like the perfect husband. Oh, it was 8 months, even worse.
8 months.
But then that way, anytime something crazy would happen and she would try to say something that he was doing this stuff to her, they would blame it on her psychosis.
Yeah. He turned her into like the fucking villain. And
because, like, when she was telling the psychiatrist and stuff, like, after Andy set her up to make it look like she tried to kill herself and her daughter, he went and, like, made the attic look like a storage closet with a bunch of paperwork and stuff. So it took the cot out, took everything out of there, and made it look like just like a regular storage closet with a bunch of, like, paperwork and stuff. And he's a businessman. So when the cops went to go check, they were like, no, everything she's saying is not true. That's impossible.
And so they were kind of like, oh, like, postpartum depression can still be like long lasting, like psychosis, schizophrenia, like it can be developing at a later time and age, like, and she was ticking all the boxes, and it got to the point where Nina was like, well, fuck, like, did I imagine it? Like, am I going crazy? And then she gets home, and that's when Andy kind of does the whole, like, Nina, do you see what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to make you be a better person. And it's the most chilling thing that anyone could ever fucking say. Like, it is wild. Like, this should be a fucking Netflix show. And I'm so glad that they're turning it into a movie because I'm so fucking ready to see how this plays out.
Yeah, I'm very excited for this movie.
Because Nina was like, I fucking wish I never met you. Like, holy fucking shit. And she tries to live with it. She tries to fucking play by the book. And then at one point, like, he keeps punishing her like every once in a while, and then he'll be nice. And then Nina was like, I'm not giving this dude another fucking kid. So she goes, finds like a off the book doctor who she pays in cash to put in an IUD and say that she is infertile. Because she's like, I'm not.
She paid like another woman that like looked somewhat like her to go to the appointments for the infertility.
Yes. No.
To take the tests. Mm-hmm.
What?
She has the one doctor put in the IUD for her, and then she sets it up with a different doctor, and she pays a girl that looks like her because Andy's watching her every move. That's right. She pays another girl that looks like her to go take the fertility tests, so that way everything comes back as her being infertile.
Yeah. And it's like she's putting a lot of fucking thought, and then we meet Andy's mom, and Andy's mom is worse. Like, we see that it really is fucking nature versus nurture. Like, she made Andy the way he is because then Andy punishes Nina for something that his mom had pointed out about Andy or about Nina. Punishes her again.
I think it was something with Cece, actually.
Oh, it was something with Cece.
And how it made Andy and Nina both look bad, so then Andy had to punish Nina because Andy was getting punished by his mom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And then Nina tries to pretty much get a bug out bag. Like, she gets a fake passport, fake ID. She gets a safety deposit box. And Andy fucking finds it. And he lays everything out. And she's like, oh my God, I'm stuck here. She's like, I can't fucking leave.
Well, and like every time she tried to leave too, because she like even tried confiding into one of her friends. So every time she tried to leave, she would get readmitted.
Yep, she'd get readmitted. She'd get re-fucking committed. So then Nina's like, okay, well, I have to get fucking creative. Or she gets Enzo in on it.
Yeah, because Enzo was the one that was like, I'll help you. Because she tells Enzo, because she thinks that Enzo doesn't speak English. So she's like...
And she trauma dumps on Enzo.
Because she thinks he's not going to understand, but she's like, I just need to talk to somebody. Like, but I can't talk to anybody because if I tell anyone, I'll get committed again and I'll get taken away from Cece. So she trauma dumps on Enzo, thinking Enzo doesn't understand what she's saying. But it turns out that Enzo speaks perfect fucking English, and his sister has passed away because of a similar abusive husband situation. So he's got like a super mega soft heart for this.
And Enzo's like, I will fucking help you. Like, we'll figure this out. He's the reason why she had the safety deposit boxes. He's the reason why she had like the fake stuff. Passport. And then they come up with plan fucking C, which is Millie. She's like, the only way I'm going to be able to get out is if I unfortunately get someone to fucking take my place.
Yeah, because he finds the safety deposit boxes and she's like, this isn't going to work, Enzo. Like, I can't get out. And so then she decides to find a replacement.
And she found Millie. And then when she ran Millie's background check, we find out the reason why Millie went to prison. And that's because Millie was a real fucking one. Millie is that girl you want in your corner because Millie took a paperweight and bashed an abuser's skull in. Millie walked in on one of her friends being sexually assaulted by this kid, and she killed him. Unfortunately, she ended up in prison because the kid, I think his parents were made of money, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they
And this
put
wasn't
her
her first
away.
incident. She had like
It
done other
wasn't her
things.
first incident. She had done other
Mhm.
things because she had also been sexually assaulted. And they made it seem like she was the riffraff. She was the problem. Her parents were fucking assholes and didn't believe her.
They didn't
And
protect her.
unfortunately, the girl was also really scared. The one that had been assaulted, she's like, they're gonna, like, if I say something bad, like, they're gonna do worse to me. So Millie ended up in prison for 10 years for, was it aggravated assault?
I think so, yeah.
Something like that. And Nina's seeing this like, this is my golden ticket. Because not only does Millie kind of look like Nina, but Millie's a fucking bad bitch. And
Because Andrew like molded Nina to be a certain way. So she was like, I need to find somebody that is what he wants because he's very particular about the women that he dates. So she's like, if I can find a girl that is similar enough, she could be my replacement. So she needed a girl that was young enough to have babies with him, blonde,
and desperate.
pretty, and desperate. Yep.
And so she finds Millie because Nina was pretty much like, I'll be fucking free. So we go through. Nina does feel bad for torturing Millie, but she's like, it's all part of the plan. Like, I have to get Andy to fucking fall in love with her. And so the more that she treats Millie like shit, the more Millie's like, or the more Andy starts falling for Millie, and Nina's like,
because Andy
"You
also has
fucking
like
did
a
it, y'all."
exactly. Well, because Andy has that savior complex too. Like that's kind of another reason that he fell in love with Nina in the first place is because her boss was treating her like shit. She's a single mom. She doesn't have money, and he has that savior complex. So Millie's like the perfect target because she's got nothing and nobody. And so the more Nina treats her like shit and the crazier she freaks out on her, the more Andy feels the need to save Millie.
Yeah. And the more that Nina's like, it's she really out here playing fucking 4D chess. Can we pause recording for a minute? I have to pee. Really
Of course. Absolutely. Yep, let me pause.
And so with the whole like reveal from Nina, we then go into part 3 of the book, which is we are on a fucking fast track. Like Frida McFadden pulled a whole fucking M. Night Shyamalan and did it really well. Like she pulled the what is it? The rug right out from under us. That's
Yeah. The rug right out from under us. Well, because at this point, like I just want to say at this point, like I was texting you because I was almost done. Like I was just starting part 3 when I texted you. Mm-hmm. So at this point in the book, I'm still not convinced that Andrew's the bad guy, the husband's the bad guy. Because she's so good, like Frida's so good at like making everybody suspicious that I was like, I think there's more going on here. Like I'm not convinced that the bad guy is the husband. Like maybe it's the gardener.
Yeah, because at one point it does kind of, with how creepy Enzo is being, it's like, well, Enzo, how do you know that Millie's in danger? Like, what do you mean?
And like, why do you keep going into the backyard?
Yeah.
At all hours of the day.
All day, every day. Or even just like one of the PTA moms, or like Frida does such a good job of making Andy seem like the good guy. That it's like we are Millie in that situation, and we're like, fuck Nina, dude. Like,
well, and Nina's literally telling us the stuff, and I'm like, I don't think that's what's happening. I think Nina's still crazy, but there's just more to it than just her being crazy. That's at least what I was thinking.
Yeah, you were literally texting me, and I was cackling. So I'm like, oh, girl.
You have no idea. Just you wait.
Fucking ride. So after that revelation, we're back to Millie, and Millie being stuck in the attic, and she's like, what the fuck? Like, Andrew, this shit isn't funny anymore. Like,
let me out.
Let me out. And so Andy had left textbooks in in the room, and he's like, he goes he goes to the door and he's like, Millie, you there? And she's like, holy fucking shit, finally. Like, let me out. What the fuck? And Andy goes, well, do you see the textbooks? And she's like, yeah, what about them? And he's like, well, you took out a few books and then you just left them off my coffee table. Those were my books, and you didn't treat them very well, did you? And Millie's like, what is going on? So she's like, I'm sorry for leaving them out. Like, they were just books that I was reading. And he's like, you say you're sorry, but this is my house. You can't just do anything you want without consequences. I thought you would know better since you're a maid and all, which those are fighting words, Andrew. If I would have busted down that door like the fucking Kool-Aid man and been like, all right, put him up. It is on like Donkey fucking Kong.
Yep.
Put them up. And so Millie is like, well, fucking, I'm sorry. Like, I'll clean it right now. Like, I'll go do my job. Like, it's fine. It's not a big deal. It's just books. And he's like, no, I already did it. It's like, so, like, in order for me to let you out of this room, do you see those textbooks? I need you to lie on the floor and balance with them on your stomach. And Millie's like, I am 110 pounds soaking wet, and you want me to put 3 big ass textbooks? I'm picturing like a giant organic chemistry textbook.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to put those on my stomach? Which I don't know if you've even like ever laid down with a cat on your stomach. It's not comfortable. After a while, like, it's cute, it's adorable, but after a while, you're like, get the fuck off me. To lay down with 3 actual hardcover textbooks on your stomach, you got me fucked up. And that's Millie's exact reaction. She's like, you got me fucked up. You want me to do what? And Andy's like, I don't know how much more clear you want me to make this. You need to, this is a punishment. You need to pay your penance. And you're not going to get out of this room. Bless you. Until I tell you, until you do it. And she's like, well, I'm going to pee my pants if I do that. Like, is that really what you want me to do? And he's like, there's a bucket. You should be used to it after being in prison and all. Again, fighting fucking words. Fighting fucking words. Andrew, you're no longer Andy. You are Andrew. Because Andy would never.
Andy would never.
And then she's like, okay, so fine, whatever. And she puts 1 on. And she's like, I'm doing it. And he's like, I said all 3. And that's when Millie's like, how the fuck do you know I don't have all 3 on me? And he's like, because I can see you. And she's like, what the fuck? And so now Millie, in her mind, hold on. I gotta let Ellie out of the room real quick.
You're good. Princess Ellie needs to be released from her tower.
I know she's over here.
The Kraken.
Literally releasing the beast out into the world. But Millie's convinced. Millie's like Harley and convinced that Andrew is in the fucking back.
She's like, something's not right here. Something's wrong.
Yeah, she's literally like, there is no fucking way.
This is not my Andy. No.
Like, this could never be my Andy. So she thinks Nina's in on it. She's like, this is some weird kink that they both got. Like, there's no fucking way that this is real, that this is happening. And so Millie starts looking for the camera because she's like, what the fuck? Like, what do you mean you can see me? She's trying to find it. And he's laughing because he's like, you're never going to find it. And you're never going to get out of there unless you do what I say. So then Millie was like, okay, well, fuck, fine. Like, she's trying to call his bluff. He's not bluffing. So she has to use the bucket. She puts the books on her and she's lying down, and he gets back because she keeps trying again and again, but it's uncomfortable. Like, it's not fucking comfortable to have whole ass textbooks laying on you, especially 3.
And wasn't it like he wanted her to do it for like 3 hours or something?
for 3 hours. And
Oh.
he's like, you're not going to get out. Like, and she's like, I'm never going to fucking do it. Like, you'll let me out eventually. And Ellie. And she's like, he's like, you'll get desperate enough when the water runs out. One second. I got a letter outside.
Okay, you're good. I'm just gonna pause it.
Okay. So yeah, she has to do it for 3 hours. She only did it for a minute, and he's like, you're gonna get desperate enough to do it. Like once the water runs out, you're gonna do whatever you have to do in order to get out. And so she does. And she's like, she does it. He comes home. She did it for 3 hours and 10 minutes because she does have her phone. She just doesn't have any service in the attic. Because he like did something to make it have shitty service or something like that. Or did he take her phone?
No, she doesn't have service in the attic.
She doesn't have service. So he comes back and she's like, I did it. And he's like, I can see that. Like, good job. Do you see? Like, just really fucking disturbing. So he opens the door and he goes, he gives her some water. And as she's reaching for the water, she suddenly, because he's like, don't you see? Like, I'm just trying to make you become a better person. Like, this is just your punishment and your reward. And she pulls out pepper spray from her pocket and sprays the fuck out of him. And she runs out of the room, closes it, and locks him in there. She had found the pepper spray in the bucket, in the pee bucket, because Nina had left the pepper spray behind for her because she knew if there was one girl that was going to be able to fucking play Andrew at his own game, it was Millie.
It was gonna be Millie.
So Millie, because then we do flip to Nina's point of view because she said, I didn't just hire Millie as a mage. Like, I hired her to kill him, but she doesn't know it yet. Because Millie then locks Andy in the fucking attic and she starts playing his own game again. And she's like, I'll let you out, just not yet, which is what Andy kept saying to her. And she's kind of having fun, but at this point, she's like, if I let him out, like, he's gonna fucking kill me. So she's kind of toying with him. She's playing up that she's Andy with his mom. Like, she's trying to maintain that everything is okay. And she keeps making him do different things, like do the books. Then she says,
but she makes him, my favorite part is she makes him put the books on his genitals.
Yeah, she literally forces him to put his books on his junk. And he's like, this is uncomfortable. And she's like, good. It's not supposed to be. And she's kind of like, I can't, like, she's like, how the fuck can I, like, she doesn't know who she can trust. She's like, do I reach out to Nina? Does Nina know?
Well, and like Andy left her with the 3 bottles of water, but she drank those 3 bottles of water. So he's now locked in there without any water.
And he's getting desperate, so he's offering her money.
When he tells her though, he's like, but you didn't leave me with water. I at least left you with water. And she's like, well, you should have thought about that.
Yeah,
before.
Millie is a bad bitch, and I can't, like, she's being so cold and being so, like, just taunting him, and it's like, because he fucking deserves it. He fucking deserves it. And Millie is like, oh, I didn't think I'd get this far. Like, what am I going to do now? And so she Googles, how long can a person survive without water? And then we flip to Nina's point of view, and Enzo's like, the light's fucking on in the attic. Like, oh my God, like, what are we going to do? Like, I can't. Oh, yeah,
because he's, like, convinced that Millie's now locked in the attic.
Stuck. And I think the light was extra bright, wasn't it?
Well, so the light was still on, and he, like, tagged her car or something. with like a red line in the, so she had to like move her car in like 2 weeks or something crazy.
Right.
And Andy wasn't also wasn't leaving the house.
Yeah. So then Millie's trying to find like she's trying to find other ways to torture him, and she's like, he's close to his breaking point, he can't stand it. Like, he's willing to rip out his own teeth out of his mouth just to get out of the room. Like, he has no idea that this is just the beginning, because she forces him to rip out his molars.
Yeah.
So Millie forces him to rip out his teeth, literally all of his teeth. And Nina rolls up to the house. I think it's a couple days later. And she's like, fuck, fine. Like, I guess I'll go check on Millie. She's like reluctant. And I can't blame her for being reluctant to, in her head, she thinks Millie is stuck.
Yeah, she's convinced that Millie's the one that's in the attic, and she's about to roll up.
Because Enzo called her and was like, you gotta go back for Millie. Like, what the fuck?
This isn't right.
I can't blame Nina for being like, I can't go back there, because I wouldn't either. Like, if I'm fucking free, I'm not going back to the dude that's held me captive for years.
Yeah. Nope.
So she rolls up and she's like, something's not right. She's kind of looking around. She's like, Millie, Andy, like, what the fuck? She goes up to the attic and she finds it locked, and she puts the key in. She opens the door and she's like, Andy's dead.
And not just a little bit dead. He be dead for a while.
Like, it's not funny, but it's a little funny because she finds Andy kind of almost mummified in the attic, and she turns around and Millie's with their pepper spray, because she's like, holy fucking shit, like, Millie's on edge, Nina's on edge, everyone's on edge except for Andy.
And Nina's like, I've been pepper sprayed before, I'm not about to be pepper sprayed again.
No, yeah, Nina's like, I can't fucking go through that. And Millie's like, because Nina's like, how long has he been in there? And Millie's like, 6 days? Maybe a week? I can't remember. And Nina's like, so he's dead. And Millie's like, can you go check? So Nina goes and checks for his pulse, and she's like, yeah, he's deader than a doornail, babe. And Millie's like, I'm gonna go back to prison. Like, holy shit. And Nina's a fucking real one, and goes, you're gonna leave here. I'll tell the police I was here all week. I'll say I gave you the week off. Go. And Millie's like, but Nina, like, Nina's like, it's the only way. She's like, I have a chance. You don't. Like, I've already been hospitalized for mental health issues. If anything, they'll just put me back in there for like a couple months and then I'll be out. She's like, but you will go to prison for the rest of your life. So then Millie kind of goes, were you the one that left me the pepper spray? And Nina's like, yep. And then Millie says, you were hoping I would kill him. Nina nods and she's like, yep, that's true. And Millie asks, so why didn't you kill him yourself? And Nina can't. She can't answer that question because she's like, I have someone, like, is it selfish? Yes. She's like, but I have my daughter that I need to worry about and I can't go to fucking prison. So she's like, Millie, you need to get out of here. And Millie does. Millie hightails it out of there. She grabs her shit, she leaves. And that's when Nina calls the cops. And we realize that the prologue is from Nina's point of view. And she says, if I leave this house, it will be in handcuffs. So they're going through, because Nina left Cecilia with Enzo. And so she calls Enzo and he's like, what's going on? And she's like, well...
You see what had happened was...
He died. Andy's dead. And they think he died of dehydration. And so she's kind of freaking out and she's just sitting there quietly and she's like, how's Cecilia? And Enzo's like, good, I'm teaching her Italian. Nina's like, oh, thanks. And Enzo asks where Millie is. And Nina's like, I told her to leave. Like, I don't know where she is, but I told her to go. So then the cops question her, and she's like, because they ask, because they're like, hey, like, you have a housekeeper? And she's like, yeah, but I gave her the week off since Cecilia was gone, which is believable. And the cop's like, okay, do you really think your husband is the type of man to lock himself in the attic? Because they're like, your attic locks from the outside. Like, that's weird. And she goes, it was like that way in the house. Like, she's kind of feeding them a bunch of bullshit. And the cop is kind of onto her. And then
Well, the
she's
cop's like, didn't you notice he was home? His car was here this whole week. And she's like, well, I thought he was on a business trip. He usually takes a taxi to the airport.
Yeah, like she's kind of feeding some truth in between the lies. And so the detective is like, do you really think he'd do that? And Nina's like, I'm cooked. Like, this is it. He's on to me. Like, I'm going to jail. And she's like, maybe. She's like, you didn't know the type of man he was. And the cop's like, actually, I do. And he reveals that his daughter was Andy's previous fiance before Nina. And the cop's like, yep. He's like, I always wondered what exactly Andrew Winchester did to my daughter. So when I transferred out here about a year ago and started poking around, I thought it was interesting that you claimed he had been locking you up in the attic, but nobody could verify your story was real. He's like, although truthfully, it looks like nobody did very much to try. The Winchesters have a lot of pull out here before they moved down to Florida, especially with some of the cops. But not me. And he goes, if you ask me, the attic is a hazard. Seems like it's far too easy to get locked up there. It's a fucking shame that happened to your husband. And I'm sure my buddy in the coroner's office would also agree. That'd be a cautionary tale, won't it? Kind of like hint, hint, wink, wink, nudges her. Like, such a fucking shame. And Nina's like, it is such a shame. Like, wow. Like, I'm gonna get that door fixed as soon as y'all leave. And he's just like, have a good day, Mrs. Winchester. And Nina's like, I'm free. I am free, bitches. I am free. She has to plan his funeral, right?
Freedom. Right, gotta play the dutiful widow.
She's got to play the dutiful widow. She's sobbing, but it's like tears of relief. And then the mom comes up and she's like, hey, like, if you need any help with Cece, like, or the dad is like, we'll always be here to help you, like, blah blah blah. And the mom comes up to her and she's like, I spoke to an old friend at the police station about Andy. And Nina's like, I'm cooked. I'm fucked. What do you mean you spoke to someone at the police station? And the mom goes, they told me how they found him. They told me about his missing teeth. And Nina's like, and the mom goes, because Nina's like, I didn't like, oh God, like, I don't know what you're talking about. And the mom says, I always told him how important dental hygiene is. I told him he had to brush his teeth every night, and when he didn't, there would be a punishment. There's always a punishment when you break the rules. Nina's like, what the fuck?
Oh, shit.
And the mom says, if you don't take care of your teeth, then you lose the privilege to have teeth. And he was like, what the fuck? Her mom says, Andy knew that. He knew that was my rule. When I pulled out one of his baby teeth with the pliers, I thought he understood. And she says, it's a shame that he never really learned. I'm glad you stepped up and taught him a lesson. And Nina is fucking shook. She's like, oh my God, I got away with it. She's in the clear. She gets a fat fucking check. And the mom was like, huh, You actually taught him a lesson. Which chills up and down my goddamn spine, because how the fuck are you like, what is the mom like then?
Right?
What happened in that house when Andy was a child in order for him to A, come out that way, and B, for the mom to be just as fucking conniving and evil? So then we get to the epilogue, and Millie's interviewing for a position of a housemaid again to someone who had actually called her. And she's like, she's kind of talking about how she worked for the Winchesters, how she grew up in Brooklyn and everything. She got a text from Enzo. Her and Enzo are kind of like on talking terms. And then the housewife that she's interviewing says, Nina Winchester recommended you very highly. And Millie's like, what? And Nina moves, or not Nina, but the new chick's name is Lisa. And she kind of moves and she shows that she has a handprint bruise on her forearm. And that's when Millie gets the hint that she has been hired to help out Lisa and get her the fuck out of another abusive situation.
To do it again.
And do it again. And that's how we end the book. And I fucking love this series because Millie, the other two books kind of follow Millie and her path of teaming up with Enzo and pretty much becoming this kind of vigilante for battered women. And it is fucking insane.
Hell yeah.
I loved this book. I absolutely love this book. It's got a 4.2 on Goodreads because it's a bite-sized snack of a thriller. Like, it is a very good whodunit mystery, twisty-turny, just enough to keep you enthralled. It moves fast, but not too fast in order for you to be like, wait, what the fuck is going on? But it's a fun read. It is a very, very fun read. What are your thoughts on it? Because I fucking loved it.
No, I enjoyed it a lot. I definitely it took a lot for me to like really be like, oh, okay, no, like actually Andrew is like, it's so funny because she's literally telling us what Andrew's doing to her, and I'm like, but Nina's crazy, so, but turns out Andrew really is the problem. So I like that because I like that it was so well written that I like almost couldn't even believe the truth myself. Which is kind of the basis of the whole entire book. And so it was really well written, really well done. I enjoyed it. It was a quick read, a nice palate cleanser. I gave it a 4-star review. Because I absolutely loved it.
It is good. Like, it's really, really fucking good. I know some people didn't like it because they're like, oh, it's too predictable. Like, what the fuck?
See, and I disagree because I was like, I'm usually pretty good about picking stuff up when it comes to like these types of books and figuring things out because it's almost always the husband. It's almost, you know what I mean, like that type of stuff. But she did so good at writing it that I thought there was going to be an even bigger twist. I was like waiting for the other shoe to drop. And I was like, oh, no, I guess it really actually is the husband.
Yeah, it really was the husband. And it like, yes, it's predictable in that way, but it's also not because it fucks with you so much. And it is just written so beautifully. And there's just enough, like, I just loved it. Like the little nuggets that were left just to make you feel uneasy. Like even the whole... because too, like in one of which we kind of glanced over, but Cecilia also really fucking hated Andy because Andy he wasn't necessarily abusive towards her, but she didn't like him, and she knew that she had to act a certain way or else like he'd force her to do something. Like I think he would give her timeouts, but it wasn't as bad as like what he did to Nina.
Right. Oh, definitely not.
But it's good. And I'm so excited to see, like, this is one of the books that I'm really excited to see be turned into a movie. I do want to say that is some slight variations of the book, because when it first dropped in 2022, I want to say that it had made Millie a little more aggressive, and I think Frida had edited it to make her a little more submissive and make Nina more aggressive.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So there are some slight variations on that, but either way, like it's good. It is very, very good. I'm excited to see the movie. We have Sydney Sweeney casted as Millie and Amanda Seyfried casted as Nina, and I am so fucking ready to see them.
I love
On the big
Amanda,
screen.
so I'm really excited. I've seen Sydney Sweeney, like I've seen her pictures online and stuff, and then I only really know about her because of the American Eagles ad thing she did, but I've never actually seen her be in, like I've never seen her in any movies. So I'm really excited to see her because I really feel like she's got the look to play
And
Millie.
she looks eerily similar to Amanda Seyfried, which
Amanda,
is
yeah.
kind of perfect. They also have Brandon Sklenar as our Andrew Winchester. I don't know. Did you ever watch Westworld?
No, but I know of it.
Okay. Oh, he was also he played Atlas in It Ends With Us.
Yes, yep.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
how I know him, actually, is from that movie.
He's playing our Andrew, and then we have Michelle Maron, who did you ever watch that really terrible movie 365 Days?
No.
Okay, so if you're ever bored, watch it. He plays Massimo Torresili on 365 Days.
Oh wait, no, I did watch 365 Days. Yes, I did see that. Yeah. So I remember it now.
He's our Enzo, and he's
well, that's good.
Perfect.
I was gonna say that is perfect. That'll work.
He is so perfect for Enzo. I'm so fucking ready to watch it.
When does the movie come out again?
I believe December something. It's close.
It's coming up.
I want to say it's this. Yeah, December either 12th or 19th. It's pretty fucking close.
Okay.
I'm ready to watch it. I know Sydney Sweeney is very controversial. December 19th is when it drops. Paul Feig is directing it. He did A Simple Favor, so it should be good.
I watched the trailer. The trailer looks like it's gonna be good. The only thing I didn't like is I felt like the attic didn't really match what was in my head, but
it's never going to.
Never gonna happen. I mean, everybody's gonna have a different picture of what it's gonna look like in their head. So
yeah, but I'm ready for it. I'm excited. I know Sydney Sweeney's controversial with her good genes and the fact that she's dating Scooter Braun, but you know what?
She's dating Scooter Braun?
Yeah.
Well, no wonder everybody's mad at her.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, babe.
Oh, babe.
Oh, babe. Like, you gotta drop him.
No.
But I have watched Euphoria, and she's kind of really perfect for Millie. Like,
She was in Euphoria?
Yes.
I only watched the first season, but I guess I don't remember seeing her. That's funny.
Babe, she's the blonde girl.
Oh, no. It's been a long time. Oh, I'm the worst. I'm so bad about that.
I'm gonna be honest. You don't remember her tits? Like,
no, I don't. I don't remember it at all.
Oh, she's one of the characters. She's the main bully.
Yeah, nope. Don't remember that.
Wow. Okay. That's wild. But yeah, she's in Euphoria. She was good. I'm excited to see her. I'm excited to see her and Amanda Seyfried. I love Amanda Seyfried.
Yeah, Amanda's amazing. So I think it'll be good no matter what.
I want to see her do Nina's full fucking tantrum where she empties out.
I can't wait.
isn't in the movie, I'm writing a letter to the
No, it
director.
is because I saw it in the trailer, in one of the
Oh,
trailers, because I watched
God.
both trailers.
Thank God.
And I saw like the start, like it wasn't the full thing, but it was like just the start of it, and I was like, oh hell yeah, let's go.
Thank God. I'm so ready.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think we can do our traditional book review shoot on this
No,
because it
because
doesn't really
our
align with it.
yeah,
But I'm giving it fucking 4 stars. It was good.
I gave it 4 stars, and I do have a favorite quote that I will read. So,
All right.
I initially wanted to hire a maid in hopes that she would become my replacement. That if Andrew fell in love with another woman, he would finally let me go. But that's not why I hired Millie. That's not why I gave her a copy of the key to the room. That's not why I left a bottle of pepper spray in the blue bucket in the closet. I hired her to kill him. She just doesn't know it. Damn!
Chills. Chills. Fucking chills.
Another great Nina quote is, he's almost perfect. And I hate his guts.
Nina's point of view, it was short, it was sweet, and it was so fucking good. Like, she's so snippy, and I love it. I love it.
Love her.
Love it. Love her. I do love Millie every time she's like, I'm gonna let you out. Just not yet.
Just not yet.
Just not yet. Yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready for
too.
the
I think it's
movie.
gonna be a good book. Absolutely.
You got anything for me for my TBR? Because I have something for you.
You go first. I'm scared. That laugh is not a laugh that makes me feel confident right now.
Because you already know what I'm going to recommend to you because I have been talking about it nonstop and have been sending you TikToks about heated rivalry.
Oh no!
I'm so in love with those gay hockey players. It's not even funny. And it's a book. And
Have you read the book?
Yes.
Did you read it before you saw the show?
No, I read it after I saw the show and I read it in like 2 days.
You ate that up.
I didn't sleep. And I'm currently halfway through the second book of their story. So the thing with Heated Rivalry is it's part of a series called The Game Changers. I didn't read anything else other than Heated Rivalry, and I'm 70% the way through The Long Game, which again follows Shane and Ilya. And it's
okay.
let me read what Heated Rivalry is about. Pro hockey star Shane Hollander isn't just crazy talented, he's got a spotless reputation. Hockey is his life, and now he's the captain of the Montreal Voyagers. He won't let anything jeopardize that, especially the sexy Russian whose hard body keeps him awake at night.
Oh my god. Book one's Game Changer?
Book 1 is Game Changer.
Okay. I just found it.
But book 2 is Heated Rivalry. You do not need to read them in order.
Oh, okay.
You do not have to read them in order. The show is based off of just Heated Rivalry. They do mention the other characters because Game Changer follows his name is Scott Hunter and his boyfriend Kip, which is apparently based off of a Steve Rogers and Bucky fanfiction.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, is it cheesy? Yes. Is it insanely filthy? Yes. Did it give me cavities with some of the cheesiness? Yes. But I loved it. I loved it so much. It's got a 4.32 on Goodreads. And it only has less than 1% of 1-star reviews on it. So that's less than what Fucking Around had.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like looking through, there's really not that many like 1 stars on here, and a lot of them are from like 6 years ago, 2 years ago. Like there's one that's from 12 days ago. And then there's one that was like from a month ago, but for the most part, almost all of these are like way old reviews.
Yeah, because it is. I mean, it is what it is. It's good. it really like tugs at your heart. And it's just I loved it. I loved it so much.
Somebody said I
It's
tapped because they rated it 1 star and they said I tapped out of the first episode midway through. Why did I think I should read the book? I don't know why you thought that.
so the show had me kicking, screaming, giggling, like cavities, because the chemistry between the two actors is so insane and so believable that if they don't end up married with 3 kids, I'm gonna riot.
It's so funny because you said that right as somebody said, what the fuck are girlies going on about? I DNF to 25%. There's no tension. You're like over here telling me about the tension, and this girl's like, there's no tension in the writing.
In the show, there's tension. In the book, there isn't as much tension as there should be in order for it to be believable that they are rivals, but it's because they're more competitive. They have more of the competitive tension than they do the actual hate. And it's more, I think the tension came a lot from the internalized homophobia that Shane is feeling, because he's like, why do I have feelings for this hot dude? Like, not me feeling this.
That'll do it.
Loved it. 10 out of 10, ate it up, did not sleep. Can't stop talking about it. Can't stop thinking about it. Really upset I didn't read this before.
Another 1-star review says, I just binge read because I started the show adaptation. The show is way better than the book. The book has a feeling of a Wattpad fanfic. I cringe. There's so much. There's no romance. Do you agree with that? Do you think the adaptation's better than the book?
Yes.
Okay.
I do think the show is better than the book, because the show, again, like they just captured the tension so beautifully, and the chemistry is insane. Now there's only 3 episodes out, but it's still, oh my god, Harley, it made me kick and scream. The second book, The Long Game, is really good as well. It feels like the author, because you can tell that she's really new to writing, but the second book also really good. It's fun. Like, it is what it is. It's a fun read. You know it's not going to be very serious. You know it's not winning any Pulitzers, but it's a decent romance story. It's a lot better than Pucking Around. And the reason why some people are so mad is because they're like, there's no tension, but there is. Like, the relationship takes place over a span of 10 years.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. So it's like, there's a lot of tension when you really truly think about how long they've been hiding this secret and going back and forth and trying to meet up. Because it's fucking 10 years that they're keeping it on the DL. Like, it is wild.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give it a try. I'll give it a shot. I'll let you know. I haven't started the show yet. I know it's on my list, but we'll probably try to read the book first and then see how we feel.
Okay, that's fair, because the show might be a little...
I'll give it a try. I'm gonna start with the book though, and then I'll even if I DNF the book, which I hardly ever DNF books. That's like, it would really have to be outrageous for me to DNF it. So if I DNF this, you're in trouble.
It would be wild if you DNF'd it.
But if I have to DNF it, I'll still give the show a chance. But I highly doubt I'll DNF it.
Just so I can scream about it, because I need someone to scream about these 2 little gay boys.
Well, and if I read it, we could do a podcast on it here soon, too. Which would be nice.
Yes, please.
Since there is a show out on it.
And since I'm going to be laid up next month for like 2 weeks.
Yeah. Whoop whoop. Well, not whoop whoop, but whoop whoop.
No, it's whoop whoop.
Yeah, it's whoop whoop. So for me, my TBR trouble for you, have you read the Selection series yet?
Let me Google it.
And have you heard of the Selection? It's by I don't think I won't say her first name right. Kira? Kiera, Kira, thank you. Kira Cass. Cass. I read this like in high school. Well, not in high school. I was probably 18 or 19 when I read it. It's YA, but it's probably like one of my favorite YA books. Like, for me personally, Twilight's like OG, like number one in my heart always, but this is like a close second.
Mhm.
It's really freaking good. I love it, and I think you should read it. But again, it's YA, like it's nothing crazy, but it's like
Yeah.
The Bachelor
Oh, okay.
meets a little bit of like the Hunger Games, because there's like classes, right? So there's like, you know,
Yeah.
depending on where you rank in your society. So it's kind of like that. It's like Bachelor, Hunger Games, and it's, you know, like way in the future. So like the United States is no longer the United States. It's now called Ilia. And
Okay.
basically there was like a third world war, right? The United States lost to China, so China overtook and like basically turned the United States into like slave encampments essentially. And then there was a revolution, because that's, you know, that always happens, a little revolutionary war, and then that's how Ilia became. And so it's back to like a monarchy, like the United States is back to being like a monarchy, and when their boys, like the male royalty, when it's time for them to marry, instead of like marrying from other royal families, because like France now has a royal family again, China, everybody's got royalty again, like everybody's kind of back to being monarchy type stuff. And so, but when the women get married off, as they tend to do, the princesses get married off to like other courts to like try to strengthen the ties. But when the boys get married off, they marry their own citizens. And so women from like one woman from every province gets picked, and then compete against each other to marry the prince.
Okay, so it really is like The Bachelor.
Yeah, it literally is like The Bachelor, because it's like 35 women and one man.
Damn.
And yeah, so for 35 girls, the selection is a chance of a lifetime. The opportunity to escape the life laid out for them since birth, to sweep up the world by glittering gowns and priceless jewels, to live in a place and to compete for the heart of the gorgeous Prince Maxon. For America's Singer, because yes, her name's America. I already
His
don't.
name is Maxon.
You're fine. For America's Singer, and okay, you're really gonna freak out. Her name's America, and she's a singer.
Okay.
But for America's Singer, being selected is a nightmare. It means turning her back on her secret love with Aspen, who is a caste below her, leaving her home to enter a fierce competition for a crown she doesn't want, living in a place that is consistently threatened by violent rebel attacks. Then America meets Prince Maxon. Gradually, she starts to question all the plans she'd made for herself and realizes that the life she's always dreamed of may not compare to the future she never imagined. It's really
I
good.
just want to read this one story, this one star review that says, "A moment of silence for the book I just buried in my garden." Then you know how you can do tags. One of the tags is "Dishonor on your cow."
Dishonor on your cow.
Then another one says, "This bar was already on the ground, and then they bought a shovel." This book was pretty trashy.
Oh, I was going to read that one.
But sometimes trash is just trash.
I'm blaming this book for making me lose 1/4 of my brain cells at the age of 12.
Twilight meets Dance Moms.
I loved it.
All right, so the list goes. I'm still going to make fun of her name being America.
You can make fun of her name. I'll allow it this time.
And Maxon. Like, really? You couldn't at least fucking call him Maximilian?
Leave my Maxon alone. Leave him alone.
At least my two dudes have normal names.
Mm-hmm.
Shane and Ilya.
Leave Maxon alone. Maxon's a real name. Leave him be. Don't come from it. Oh, and also another thing that's really cool during the like selection thing. You know, in the Hunger Games, how we have like the announcer and he like brings them all out and like interviews them and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we have that same situation with this.
Oh, with
And I love it.
Flickerman.
Yeah, I can't remember what his name is, but and he's literally like it's copy paste exact same character. So I love that part about it too.
Oh, okay. Well, that's at least a saving grace.
I really do think you'll like it. You're kind of a harsh critic for a lot of my books. Cough, cough, Akatar, cough, cough. Love you. But I do think you'll like this one. I think this is a YA book that you'll be able to get behind, and we could probably talk about on the podcast. It has been picked up multiple times to be turned into movies and TV shows, and it's been canceled every single time, and it makes my heart really sad. But I'm hopefully one day they'll be able to do it some justice because it's really good. I really do like it.
I wonder why.
Well, one of them, the last one was they were in the middle of doing it and then COVID happened and then, you know, there was the writer's strike and all that stuff. And it was, so like COVID happened, I think that halted stuff. And then the writer's strike happened shortly after that. And I think that's what officially made it get canceled.
That makes sense.
That was the second or third time though. The other two times the other times I'm not really sure why it got canceled. So, but that happens a lot because there's the we talked about potentially talking about the what was that the House of Night series.
Oh yeah,
they've talked about making that one into a TV show a couple of times too, and it hasn't happened yet.
And how they fucked up the Vampire Academy. And it got canceled. Yeah, that's why I'm excited about the Housemaid because they got the big bucks behind them.
Yep. I think they'll do Force Wing well too, hopefully.
Oh, I hope so. Well, with that, feel free to send us your book recommendations and any insane Goodreads reviews that you find. Or just books that you want us to lovingly tear apart on the podcast and talk about. You can do all of that by sending it to our email at hottakesandpaperbacks@gmail.com. That is HOTTAKESANDPAPERBACKS@gmail.com. And Carly, do you want to tell them what our next book is that we're going to be talking about?
Oh, God. I have to start the reread this week. Our next book is going to be, drum roll please. That was my drum roll in case you didn't know. I don't even want to say it, to be honest with you. It's 50 Shades of Grey.
We're gonna go back to our Twilight roots and read the fan fiction version of it.
Fanfic, here we come. Twilight. Let's go.
I'm ready for it. I want to talk about Christian Grey and fucking what's her face? I forgot her name.
Anna? I had to question that for a second. Is it Anna?
It's Anna.
And her shitbox BMW Volkswagen.
And her stupid dumbass inner goddess.
Oh God, I forgot about that. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, here we go.
Stay tuned because nothing's gonna get done during that episode. I'll tell you that much.
No, that's just that. Yeah, we're gonna lose brain cells during that episode.
And y'all are gonna join us for the ride.
Let's go. Let's get it. Every freaking housewife when I was in high school read that freaking book.
Oh, and when the movie came out, we got to talk about how that. So tune in next time for
some nonsense, some absolute chaotic nonsense,
actual whole ass hot takes. You can find our podcast at Spotify, Apple, and YouTube.
Don't forget to also follow us on Instagram and TikTok.
You can find us by searching up our handles, which is at Hot Takes and Paperbacks on both TikTok and Instagram.
And YouTube and Spotify and Apple Podcast.
Send this to a friend. Send this to a coworker. Send this to a buddy who you think is going to enjoy our insane book reviews. Mom, you still can't listen to this. Neither can you, Dad.
I was gonna say, but don't send it to my mom.
Please don't. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. We'll see you next time. Happy New
See you
Year.
next time. Later, love you, bye. Happy New Year, 2026. Let's go.